Hey, there you are. I was wondering when you were going to get here. Traffic bad? That sucks. Was the flight good at least? Oh, good. I'm glad. Come on, let's get your stuff inside. It's kind of gross out. I'm sure I don't need to say this, but if you need to dry off, the bathroom is all yours. Oh, you, come down here. And it's right there. Right at the end. Yeah, it's a little small and only has enough room for a standing shower. Why, did you want to take a bath? No, I have one. It's just in the master bedroom, which, I mean, I'd be more than happy to let you use. Yeah, no problem. Just let me know whenever you want to use it. And since we're here, I'll show you where you'll be sleeping, which is right here. That's nothing crazy, but I think you'll find it's more than big enough and the bed is very comfortable. And don't worry, I stripped the bed, changed all the sheets into fresh, clean, never used sheets, vacuumed, wiped everything down. This room is spotless. Well, even if I didn't have to, what kind of host would I be if I let someone sleep in a room that hasn't been cleaned in who knows how long? Plus, I mean, you know better than anyone how much of a clean freak I can be sometimes. No, I don't get that many guests, actually. Yeah, this place isn't too bad. One master, 2 guests. It could be way worse. The other guest is here, but I'd really rather you didn't go in. No, I'm not hiding anything. It's just, I converted it into a dark room, you know, for like developing photos. Yeah, I did. I started going to therapy a little while back, and one of these suggestions they gave was for me to pick a slow, calming, relaxing hobby. So I've always had an interest in photography, and I picked that up and decided to not go digital. Well, at first it started with birds, but after a while it kind of turned into street photography. Look around. Everything on the walls is mine. Yeah, seriously. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. That one is actually my favorite. No, the other one, the one with the male cardinal. Well, most of them I take around here, but that one I didn't. I was traveling around not too long ago, you know, just hopping states, and I took that when I was getting gas at a station in just the middle of nowhere. I almost couldn't believe my luck. You know, if you like my photos so much, I could always take one of you. Yeah, really. I think you're more than good enough as a subject. You're very beautiful. Well, think about it. You'll be here a while anyway, so there's no rush. Sure, a week. But a lot can happen in a week. Like you wanting to stay? You never know. There might be something here that reminds you of how nice it was when you lived here. Makes you want to move back. Well, yeah. I do miss you being here, actually. I mean, Is that so weird? We've known each other since kindergarten and have been practically inseparable ever since then. I was supportive of you going, and still am. But that doesn't mean there isn't some part of me that wishes you'd stay. I miss seeing you. If you miss seeing me, why not stay longer? My life there. You mean a man. Doesn't matter to me at all. I would just prefer that you be honest with me instead of trying to say it's something it isn't. But that is the main reason, right? I mean, a job you can find anywhere, especially since you work from home. So, just be honest with me and say that the main reason you only want to stay here a week is because you have a man to go back to. What's wrong with where this conversation is going? All I'm trying to do is understand why you're trying to lie to me about wanting to go back to your boyfriend. I mean, do you think I'm going to get hurt? Exactly. Why would I be? It's never bothered me before, and it doesn't bother me now. What bothers me is why you felt the need to hide it. But you did. Instead of saying that he was the one that's keeping you away, you wanted to soften it by saying it's life in general. What else is there? Friends? And most of your friends are still here. It's not family, they're still here too. Ah, new friends. And how are these new friends? You get along with them okay? Do you miss them? Do you think they miss you? Nothing's wrong. We haven't seen each other in a long time, and I'm interested in the things you've been doing since we last saw each other. I'm just curious if they're as close to you as you think they are. You know your man certainly isn't. Please, he is as disloyal as they get. He hasn't forgiven you either. For what? Don't tell me you really don't remember getting drunk and getting with someone else. Of course he found out. You didn't think you could hide something like that, did you? You know, meanwhile, he's just been waiting for the right opportunity to do the same thing to you. Make you feel the same way he did. That feeling of your heart sinking into your stomach as you realize that everything is gone and that you've been betrayed. Well, if you don't believe me, go ahead and text him. See what he's doing. I wouldn't expect an answer, though. Right now, he's probably with that one barista that keeps flirting with him whenever you two go out for coffee. You know, the one that signs his name with a heart every time. The one he locks eyes with and gives that warm smile to every single time. The one you've been worried about this entire time. Now is not the time to pretend. You know just as well as he does that there's something going on between the two of them. I wouldn't even be surprised if he's been trying to act on those feelings for a while now, but never had the opportunity. Until now, of course. A sigh of relief he must have let out when he heard you wanted to come home for a week. One entire week without you watching over his shoulder, where he gets to do whatever and whoever he wants. Well, I know all this because people tell me things. And I see things. When you wanted to move, you left us all behind. Abandoned us. I know it wasn't an easy decision to make, especially when you felt trapped here. But that doesn't change reality. While I was supportive, there was no way I wasn't going to keep an eye on you no matter where you went. Because you were the youngest in our group and very naive. You have no idea how the world works or who to trust. That's why you've been through so many men since moving. Blind to their obvious red flags. All you see is their abs, their smile, their accent, their voices. These superficial traits that, once passed, they reveal these rotten, untrustworthy, insignificant men. I protected you from these things while you were here. So instead of throwing you to the dogs, I watched, waited for the right time. The right time to keep you safe. To bring you back and keep you here so that you can be safe and away from these animals. Oh, you are far safer here than anywhere else. Because I will take care of everything. You will never, for the rest of your life, need to make a decision on your own. Everything you say, everything you do, everyone you talk to, it'll be because I told you it's okay. A lack of autonomy for the comfort of knowing you will live a happy, healthy life. With me, yes. Because there is no one in the world that cares about you the same way I do. And I'm the only one you can trust. Well, your boyfriend didn't text back, did he? I didn't think so. I promise you that right now, he's with that other girl as an act of revenge. Tomorrow morning, he'll text you apologizing, saying he was out with the boys or something. Playing games, drinking, the usual. Fell asleep but meant to respond. Then he'll tell you that he loves you and that he misses you and hopes you're having a great time. All that. He'll do all of that with another girl, sleeping exactly where you do. What you do now is you hand me your phone, because I already know what's going to happen. You're going to stay here with me and be constantly checking your phone to see if he replied. And when you see there isn't anything, your heart is going to sink over and over again. I don't want you to put yourself through that. So I want you to give it to me, and I'll hand it back in the morning after you've rested and refreshed. If you really need it before then for something, I'll give it to you. Okay? Do you trust me? Hey, look up at me. Look into my eyes. Do you trust me? Good. Now hand me your phone. Thank you. You are always very good at doing what you were told. What now is that we get ready for bed. You've had a very long, stressful, and emotional day. It's time to take a break and get some rest. I am going to make sure that you feel very well rested. Okay? Grab your bag and come with me.